raining. Ooh, I heard a bark. Hey, hello. Good afternoon. How are you doing? My name is ErwinValderramos. Okay, I heard a bark.
Oh, that's my older dog.
Oh, dang it. I'm thinking, man, you already got your dog barking. What kind of dog is that, ma'am?
We don't know.
Okay, dude, how old is it?
He's 8.
Okay, now, and so where's the other dog at?
He's there in the crate.
Okay, that's why the other dog is, oh my God. Oh, bless his heart, yes. So this is what I was gonna say beforehand. So he broke his leg and Cranberry, my other trainer, completely dying to know what happened.
We don't know.
Oh my God, okay. Let's not spoil it yet, yeah? So the people stick around. May I come in?
Yeah.
All right, very good. Thank you so much. Oh, okay.
Go.
Kind of like
Go sit down.
almost like a wire hair schnauzer
Yeah,
or
he's a
something.
schnauzer, we know that. I said go sit.
Pretty,
Go
okay.
sit. Go.
Pardon me. Okay. Oh my God, how gorgeous that dog. Hi, handsome. Okay, may I tell you, I'm impressed because so far, seems like you have pretty good control over this one. This one's not jumping all over
Oh
me.
yeah, no, he doesn't jump. He doesn't do
And
anything.
please remind me how old he is.
He's 2.
Oh, he's 8 years old. Okay, fantastic. And then we have a goldfish. Okay, do you normally leave this open?
Every once in a while we'll open
Okay.
this for them to kind of get used.
Okay, so this is something that you typically do, yes?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll put the latch on. So
Okay. Yeah, cause see, like you see this, he's gonna have to be really well trained to learn not to bust out of this thing, cause he can do it. Okay, handsome. Please tell me his name.
That's Artemis.
Okay, he's humongous. Okay, he's got a gigantic head. He looks like, oh, how cute. He looks like Hank in a way, a dog that came from Florida for aggression rehab. Yes, he looks a lot like him. Okay, so listen, my heart's breaking. Okay, as are going to be millions of hearts all across the United States. Bless his heart. All right, this is my heart's really breaking that he's drinking out of that little bottle too. Okay, now may I ask you, is this something that the veterinarian recommended?
Yes, because whenever we put the regular water, he spills it everywhere, and he can't get the cast wet. So.
And he can't get the cast wet. Okay, so like so then may I ask you? So I'm just going to make some grand assumptions. Okay, and if I'm wrong, please interrupt me and tell me. Okay, so I'm assuming that that's urine.
Yes, he
Okay.
just got excited, and he still has potty training is.
Not going good.
No.
So I'm going to tell you some disturbing things, but this is why it's a good thing that you signed up now, even though he can't come until his cast. Whenever the veterinarian clears him, I'm ready. Okay, even if he still has his cast, the vet and you're comfortable with it. Hell, I'm comfortable. I roll with the punches because I see it no different as what if he was my dog. You know what I mean? Just because if he was my dog, what's his name?
Nevins.
Nevins.
This is Nevins.
What an awesome name. I don't think I've ever had another Nevins. What is his name again? Artemis. Okay. Awesome. Very good. Okay. So as I was saying, yes. And then so what are you with the problem solver? So this is the good news is, okay, even though he's not coming for his first stay with me until approved by the vet, which might be 5 weeks from now, I'm going to be here for you. Even if we have to consult and talk on the phone once a day because we're going to have to troubleshoot and kind of ebb and flow. Okay. So he has that on him because otherwise, okay, he has double. He has that air-filled one, the donut, and he has the old Elizabethan style.
Because he is sneaky.
He's sneaky.
And with just the cone, he was pushing his face out and nipping at the tip of his toes, and he started getting his toes infected.
Oh my God! Just drama after drama.
Trying to get at the cast.
Good down.
With the cone,
Okay.
now he can't push his head all the way to the edge.
Okay.
And we've been able to keep him from chewing at the cast.
So I'm going to be honest with you, okay? There is some information and advice that is going to take some time for me to be able to give to you because I'm also processing this and part of me is a little in shock. I'm telling you, you're telling me he's like chewing, like, so I still have to know, I don't know the breadth of the story, yes? Because you just made me imagine that, so he broke his leg, was on the cast, and then had further complications because oh, madam. All right. Now, what about him? Has Nevis been, is that correct, how I said it? Nevis? Has he been messing with that at all? How do they get along?
No, Nevis is he's a chill dog. He doesn't mess with the cat.
Okay, I have so much to say to you, yeah? So if we run out of time, we're going to set up a phone consultation around you, yes? I'm going to come out listen, you have 3 house visits with this program. So I propose that I come out twice more before he does his first stay with me. Okay. Do you understand? That way, he's comfortable at least with who I am. Okay. And when he comes with me, he doesn't have to necessarily go through an acclimation period. How long have you had him?
We got him at 8 weeks, so he's what, 6?
Okay, so he's about 14 weeks of age now. Okay,
Yeah,
so he knows you.
about 3 or 4 weeks.
Okay.
Not very long.
Okay, so he knows you by now, I would imagine. Yes, he definitely knows you. Okay, and how many people? Oh, and there's a beautiful white cat.
Oh, there's a black one.
And a black one too. Okay, congratulations. Now this beautiful dog here. How many people are in the household?
There's 5 of us. And
5
then
of you.
6
Okay.
every once in a while. 'Cause
Okay.
we have a stepdaughter.
Okay, wonderful. So some children, yes?
Yes.
Okay, so listen, ideally, please let me come out next time when the children are here so that we can work with everybody and I can see dynamics, yes? I wanted to come out, as fast as possible because you do have an unusual situation. He broke his leg, which we're about to cover that, but also, madam, so he can't get it wet. So how have you been dealing? What are you trying? And I'm not judging you. I'm here to help you.
So because of the break,
he can't get wet.
He can't get
and
wet.
It's pouring.
And the recommendation was that he literally stay off of it, period.
Oh my God.
Because he really was supposed to, they were recommending.
No weight on it.
No. So they were recommending surgery right off the bat because it's a full tibular fracture.
Oh my God. Okay.
So, but the vet said because he was only 12 weeks old
Uh-huh.
at the time, that there was a good chance that it would heal without surgery.
Okay, wonderful.
So we just have to keep it stiff.
Okay.
So that's what we're doing. So he has to stay in his crate pretty much all day.
Oh my
I
God.
do take him out.
Okay.
Because he does do some signs when he wants to go to the
Okay.
bathroom, like especially for number 2.
Okay.
He'll start barking a lot more and more. So I'll
Okay.
take him out and we put him in the garage.
Okay.
So this is where he's been going. Then I'll go
Okay.
in there and I'll clean up after
Okay.
he's done, just to keep him out of the rain.
That's
because I can't
you
let him
you
outside.
have very limited options, ma'am.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
And so what is your setup like in the garage? Do you have paper? Do you have? And I'm not judging. I'm just
We'll
asking.
just go. He just goes in here. And
On the
sometimes
concrete?
We'll have food in there and stuff. And he'll just
No, but I
hang
mean
out.
it's just concrete that he's going on.
Yes, it's just
okay.
concrete.
So so I want you to know something that there's not. I'm not judging. I'm just telling you there is a chance that going on that concrete, he's going to want to continue to go on concrete even when he's older. But we can fix it. So we can. How about this? We're starting training early enough where we don't have to fix it. We can prevent it. Okay.
Okay.
So we're going to have to ebb and flow and different things. But listen, I'm going to help you mold his behavior and his character because we're going to have to work within these literal confines, yes, that we are under. So because let me start off by, you said something about housebreaking. Housebreaking is going to be particularly difficult because in a perfect world, this kennel would be empty so that he doesn't do anything in it but rest. But because of the semantics of the situation, I don't know that it's a good idea. So listen, if I was here doing a class with you and he had and his leg good down, my love, yes ma'am, if everything was if his leg was, he's perfect already, yeah? I mean, listen, I want to believe that this is happening for your benefit. Believe that he's been wounded, but believe that you're good people. I feel like you're good people. You're doing the right thing. Believe that it's happening for a reason because may I tell you, a lot of people tell me something that they think makes sense, but it's silly in retrospect. Okay, they say, "Oh, well, you know what? So the family that had him before didn't do nothing but keep him kennel the whole first 6 months. So this and that." What they don't realize is that benefited that dog to be calm. Let me explain. Okay, if the first 6 months of a puppy's life, the dog is active and running, and you're putting him on a treadmill, you're conditioning a beast. Because of some series of unfortunate events, a bridge of coincidence has formed, whereupon he is in a cast. So he's going to be sedentary for at least 5 weeks. So I'm going to show you how to manage that sedentary time. That way you can benefit the most from it. And I promise you, because of this, he is going to be at least 20% less hyper than he would have been had this not happened. Because not only are other things happening, but you're getting him trained, we're conditioning him, and you're going to learn today a lot about the good work that I think the biggest struggles, madam, are going to be potentially house training, but I'm going to help you with that, okay? And we're also going to, when I come out here with your permission, depending on how you feel about it, we can teach him already commands like how to lay on an elevated bed, madam. So if you order him a cheap elevated bed, yeah, they're like $30 or like, you know what I'm talking about? They're like metal. Okay, perfect. And if you're okay with it, we can start teaching him as early as my next visit to go and lay on that elevated bed. So he just has to be sedentary, I imagine. Yes, he just can't be bouncing around. Yeah. So that way he can listen. Because if I'm telling you right now, if this was my puppy, in fact, I imported a dog from Russia that has bone problems and elbow issues, elbow dysplasia and hip dysplasia. So I was tasked similarly with keeping him less active than a normal puppy, and he was bouncy as a baby, okay? So because he was so bouncy as a baby, I would force him upon these beds all the time. So he got really good at being still. So like if you meet him or if he wants something, he'll just go into a statue, almost looks like, you know, a killer whale coming out of the water and just waiting to be loved on or waiting to be kissed. So guess what? More than likely, we're going to use this situation to create that type of, I mean, I'm gonna tell you something though. He's game though. He's chewing on his toy. I like him, dude.
When I showed the vet what he was doing, and this is him on medication. He is on.
Are you kidding me? And he's still that active? He's stoic, huh?
So I told the vet, I said, you gave me these medicines. I'm giving it to him, but he's chilled for about an hour after the medicine.
Yeah, but it wears off. He's got a high tolerance.
It's like all over the place, especially if Nevin is out.
I'm here.
He wants to get on Nevin. He wants to play with Nevin. Nevin's like, really?
I'm going to give you advice that's going to listen. So this is what we're doing, yeah. May I ask you what is the name of the vet? Do you know offhand? Okay. No. I mean, do you know the name of the place, rather?
Oh, it's Lakeside.
Lakeside. Okay, that way you can put them in the thing. Okay, so check this out. I'm going to teach you how, on top of all things, we're the focus. What we're doing is teaching him how to basically Netflix and chill. Because that's what he needs, yeah. Because even this could be a little hard on the little guy's feet. Okay, so we're going to be going over house training and stuff for sure. But you and I are going to talk about that potentially on the phone. That way, this time I can go over different things. So he's supposed to be sedentary, so they're trying to keep him sedentary with drugs. And I'm not judging. I'm just saying, yeah. And all right. And mom laughed before I started laughing. All right. So look, this is what we're gonna do. Okay. What a good dog. I just love you so much, dude. You're so calm and chill. You're so precious, and he's like a beautiful Great Dane. Okay. So really quickly, yes. So he got jealous there. Okay. Getting jealous. All right. So this is what we're going to start off with. Okay. So really quickly. From now on, whenever he gets pumped up and excited, everyone here has to do their very best to not look at him. If you look at him, you're promoting and encouraging and increasing the chances that he's going to get pumped up for attention. So even with everything that he's doing right now, he's causing a ruckus. So it is hard not to look at him. But I'm going to show you how to teach him not to cause such a ruckus. Number one, he needs some edibles. So I want you to understand, edibles are going to be a double-edged sword, okay? But he needs edibles. So right now, he has a toy, he has water, and he has the paper.
He has the little Kong thing.
The Kong, okay. Yeah. So the Kong would be in my opinion, I know they sell it. It is a chew toy. A chew toy in this situation is something that they play with, that they chew upon, that they chew on, okay? And if they say it can't be destroyed, I'm going to tell you something. I love the Kong, okay? But in this context, I'm sorry?
They get destroyed.
Yeah, well, some of them do for sure. But like the original red, or do you have like the red ones with that he's destroyed that?
No, I've had another dog.
Okay, I was going to say, for the love of God, if he destroyed that, he let's call Guinness, yes? That dog's got the most powerful... Okay, but no, you know of dogs. Yeah, some of them can be destroyed, but let me tell you something, okay? The dogs that are able to destroy those benefit from the ability to destroy, because I'm going to tell you something. Giving a dog a Kong or a toy, a chew toy that they cannot destroy, while it does have a place in their life, if that's the only type of chew toys they get, you are creating frustration. Like a project that you can never finish. Because dogs, they relieve stress and anxiety by destroying things. So may I tell you, what you need to do, or you need to provide this dog with things that destroy. Like a pig ear, a bully stick. I even do rawhide. Do you see what I mean? Another thing that I would do is I would buy chicken thigh leg quarters. I would freeze them and I would give those to him. If you give him a chicken thigh leg quarter that is frozen, he's going to spend so much time destroying it. And he can eat it because the bones inside of it are malleable because they haven't been cooked. It's when they are cooked that they become brittle and dangerous. Good down, my love. Good settle, my love. So you see, now that he has settled, good settle, my love. Good down, my love. So handsome. Good, handsome, so smart, my love. So he's just lonely and bored. He's a baby. Okay? So listen, so right now, if we had a bully, do you have a piggy or anything now that we can give him for being quiet? So listen, giving it to him right now as he starts to whine is rewarding that whine. But if you get into the habit of feeding him something or giving him an edible whenever he gets quiet, he'll start learning to go into the silence to get a prayer, so to speak, answered. What a beautiful dog. Wow. You know I'm talking about you. So handsome. You're so handsome too, baby. Good quiet, my love. Good settle, darling. Good settle, my dear. Artemis, good quiet, Artemis. Good quiet, Artemis. Good sit, Artemis. Good. Good, my love. So, and that's a rawhide flip. So that rawhide flip is okay, yes, but I would buy rawhide bones that are really big, because let me tell you, that can be a choking hazard.
Yeah,
so
it comes in a bag, so they have like really big ones, smaller ones.
Right, but that even, I guarantee you, I'm just telling you, the ones that even in the bag are probably not big enough, or not. So what I'm trying to tell you is, when they get to that size, it is a choking hazard. So it can become an obstruction in their stomach.
Oh.
Because again, see, it just depends on how. So that doesn't mean that every time you give a dog this size when it can happen. It just depends on how voracious they are with it. And you see how he's trying to swallow it. Mm-hmm. So because he's not really necessarily, I don't see that he's trying to chew on it. If it was bigger, he would put it between his paws and gnaw on it. But but if he's just chewing on it like gum and he swallows it, it can get obstructed in his esophagus or anywhere, and then he they can pass away very quickly or need surgery, right? So you have to. So this is why I'm saying he needs something that is a little bit larger than that. And if you give him, like, let's say a chicken thigh leg quarter, I guarantee you that if you take the bigger e-collar off of him, he will not mess with that chicken thigh leg quarter while he is
with his leg.
Exactly. He won't mess with that cast while that chicken thigh leg quarter is in there. When that chicken thigh leg quarter is off, after time you'll figure out how much time it takes him for a frozen one. A raw one is going to go away kind of fast. Let that sucker get frozen. So, and listen, may I tell you what I do? At HEB, they're like they're $5.90 or whatever. And I don't know if it's 10 or 20 pounds, but it seems like it's 20 pounds.
It's a 10-pound bag. Yeah,
oh, it is? Okay. So I buy those all the time. They're only $5.40. So you know what I do? Is I'll get actually the bags from HEB, double bag some items, and then I'll take each individual thigh leg quarter and put it, double bag it, and then put that in a trash bag and then put it in a freezer. I have a freezer just for the dogs, but that way it doesn't leak. The reason I do this is that way I don't have to spend money on Ziploc bags, okay? Because it's for the dog. And then, you know this, if you freeze that whole bag, you have to unfreeze the whole bag to get one. Can't just eat one. Got to go all out now. But if you do it the way I'm telling you, madam, you can pull one out and hand it to him. I got to be careful now. And hand it to him. And do you see what I mean? He can even eat 2 of those a day. Why not? He's a dog. And then you just decrease the amount of kibble. And then you have him on a raw diet, which is even, I guarantee you, I just believe that is going to make him heal that much better, madam. I am telling you what I would do were he my dog, were I in this situation that you find yourself in.
Okay.
Do you see what I mean? I would still find a way to look at it as if it is a good situation. You know what? My prayer is being answered. My dog is going to be not as hyper as I thought, because this has happened and the trainer is here and we're making it happen. Okay? And then after he gets done with that chicken thigh leg quarter or the bully stick or the rawhide roll, you take him outside for a quick little potty break. He does his business. After he does his business, you bring him inside. Now, I want you to understand that observation creates reality. So, for example, with this dog here, yes? Do you notice how every time if he raises his head and does any of that interaction, if you respond by touching him, he's realizing a pattern. He's using what I call the law of predictability. He knows that if you do that, if he nudges you like that, you might pet him. So I'm not judging you and I'm not saying you're doing anything wrong, okay? But let me show you another thing. Let's say that if every time even at this age, if every time he walked up to you and he nudged your hand, the way he's been doing, if every time he did that, you looked down and smiled and said, good sit, and without telling him, but you just smile and you say, good sit, and then you push his butt down and you force the sit upon him, guess what? If you do that every time, then the law of predictability changes. He will predict that if he nudges your hand, you are going to physically place him in the sit. And then it's only a matter of time before he nudges your hand, you move to physically place him into the sit, and he places himself into the sit before you can do it. If that were to happen, if you use a marker word, I use the word wow, and I'll explain what a marker is in a second. If you happen to have a treat nearby or in your pocket or handy, and you say the word like wow, and then immediately afterwards you give him the treat and you say good sit, you're creating a behavior. Now, with this dog, maybe not that big of a deal if he walks up to you and does this. Dog's gonna be gigantic. This is going to look like a miniature poodle, miniature schnauzer, next to this gigantic, he's big already, okay? So do you understand what I'm talking about?
That's why I know he needs
Okay.
to
What if he's a crotch rocket? Do you see what I mean? So again, so even may I tell you, if he walks up to somebody and puts his snout in their crotch and they shoo him away, it is a reward. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? So let me tell you. So I'm telling you now so you can start imagining yourself doing it now and realizing and understanding this fully. When he is able to be ambulatory and he can be up and about, then guess what? Whenever he approaches you or any of the 5 and sometimes the 6th person in this household, every time he approaches them, you or that person or anyone in the pack is tasked with pushing his butt down. So I tell you, if every time he walks up to you or any of the 6 people in this household, and every time he walks up to them, you say, good sit, and you reach and you push his butt down and force him to sit, he will start moving that way. Now with him, it might take a little longer because he's 8 years old and he's accustomed to one thing. And the first time anybody fails to do it, you reset the clock. But typically 21 days of this behavior over and over will create the behavior. Same thing with him. So again, if every time you see him lay down and he's kind of like gives up and he gets quiet for a second, if you say good quiet and you come out of the nowhere and you reward him with something, he starts to do something very similar to prayer, where he calms down, relaxes, and maybe even starts to imagine what he wants, and then it comes out of the nowhere because you are there. Do you see what I'm telling you? And now listen, if you were in an apartment complex or if your neighbors start to say, hey, that little puppy's barking all the time when you're not there, if he's alone, then then I would recommend getting a bark collar for him.
He doesn't do a lot of barking.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And the reason I was saying this is because guess what? If you were out in the country, or if the barking was not bothering anybody and nobody is home, but it's not bothering anybody, why deal with it? Let it happen. Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah, luckily he grew out of that pretty quick.
Good bow, my love. So you see, good bow, my love. Good down, my love. So see, that's the good work. Good up. That's the good work there. So let me tell you something really quickly, okay? Because remember what I said to you? And you said, what age do you recommend starting training? And I said, we start at like 5 weeks of age. So we start by building a vocabulary. You have children, yes? Did you ever introduce them to the alphabet before they went to school? You did? Okay, of course. Yes. So let's introduce him to the alphabet before he goes to school, yes? So let me explain. Of course you did, yeah? So watch this. If, let's say he has 3 items. He'll have more than 3 items. But let's say we have 3 items laid out and about. A ball, a bear, and a bunny. If every time he walks up to the bear, you say, good bear, it's only a matter of time before you can say, where's your bear? And he will know what you are talking about. If every time he walks up to a child and you say good and that child's name, every time, it's only a matter of time before you can say that child's name and he goes look for them. If every time he drinks water, you say good water, it's only a matter of time before you can make him drink water on command. If every time he goes potty, you say good potty, he will learn to go potty on command. If you are outside or in the garage expecting him to go potty and you're telling him, you do your business, go on, go do your business.
He's actually gotten pretty good at that, because we could take him outside and say you can't go. Like he would. He'll go outside, go business, come back.
But listen, so what I'm telling you is, I guarantee you.
He's starting to learn it, because I'll take him out and we just go to business and then come back.
Perfect. But he will learn it that much faster if you go outside and he sees him do it and you praise him. He'll follow suit and do it. So I'm telling you, when you go outside, don't tell him, okay, go. It almost sounds like, okay, good. Do you see what I mean? So instead, I ask you to go outside and be quiet. Be reticent. Be quiet. And when he starts to go potty, you tell him, good potty. If I were you, if he starts going number 2, I would even say good deuce or whatever. Because if you do this, in the future, you'll have a dog that you can ask to drop that deuce before you go on that walk. Do you see what I mean? Around the neighborhood, okay? He's going to drop big ones. All right? They're already big, okay? All right, fantastic. Proud of him. Yes? Okay, so do you understand what I'm saying? So if you have a dog and the dog sits in your presence, if you look over and you say good sit, you're creating a habit. The dog is starting to sit and you're associating a word. Now, the word WOW, what I call wow moments, good down, my love, are very simple. So see, like right now, if we had a bully stick, so do you see what I mean? So that rawhide is gone. so it didn't last very long. But it lasted a good while. If you get him a bigger one, it would last 2-3 hours. A frozen chicken thigh leg quarter, I don't know how much that long. It might be 5 minutes, it might be 20-30 minutes, an hour. I don't know, okay? Depends on how hardcore he is. You give him a bully steak, that can last 2 hours. So these are going to be renewable things that he's going to need. It's a cost of having a carne corso, okay? And right now, I would encourage you to go all out on the edibles and give him as many edibles as possible so that he will stay calm. Again, it's like giving your kids video games. You see, you almost have to take them away from the TV screen to make them go outside. Some kids, not your kids, I'm saying some kids, right? You know what I mean? Of course not your kids, okay? They're reading books, right? Because you taught them the alphabet before they went to school. Of course.
He's taking a nap right now. That's what he's doing.
Awesome. I used to love reading books as a kid. But, I think to myself a lot of times, if I were a kid nowadays, I don't know that I would read as much because there's YouTube. The law of distraction. As a kid, I would read about carne corsos. And I had to read everything, magazines, everything, limited, had to use my wonderful imagination to see what it would be like. If I was a kid now, I don't know that I would hope I would want to be the kid that would read about them, but I might just look up the law of distraction and see this 3-month-old carne corso that's broken his leg. Okay, and now about that leg, really, just to digress on that, you don't know what happened, huh?
Argument for that though.
Okay, let's take him outside. I think he does got a poop. You're reading that well. Good. Good job. Oh, do you want me to close this or no? Oh my God, what a beautiful little guy. Oh, he's got a big set of paws. He looks like Hank so much. He looks like Hank a lot. Wow. Okay, here, may I come out here? Okay, perfect. Oh my love.
We'll go in that
okay, yeah. He just wants to sniff me, which is fine. You know what I mean? You're doing a good job of cleaning it up, and you're obviously cleaning it up after. Oh, you do that, okay. Oh my God, he's got a gigantic head. He's got a big head on him. He does kind of look like Hank in a way. Hi, love. You're so handsome, beautiful dog. Good, my love. I know, you managed to break her. Okay, so while we're waiting for him to go potty, so how did you what happened, may I ask? Like, in terms of his leg?
Normally, he got really bad about waiting to go. So normally in the mornings I'd go to work, I'd drop off work, pick up work, I'd come back and forth.
Okay, right.
So I put him outside.
Yes, ma'am.
It was probably about an hour.
Okay.
I put him on this little,
you tied him out. Okay.
Yeah,
that's fine.
because I'm scared that he'll try to get out
We're
the fence.
outside. Okay, right.
Out of the fence.
Okay.
And then, so he was there on the little turn thing.
Yes, on a stake.
Yeah, and I came back about hour and a half later.
Right.
And I called him to come into the house,
Uh-huh.
and he was limping. So I'm kind of
Oh
looking,
my
thinking, okay,
God.
well, what's going on? Did you get bit by something? Because there is.
Yeah, you would.
stuff
Yes,
out here.
that would have been the first thing I would have thought
And
too.
so I
Yes.
kind of looked at it and I said, okay, I'll give him some Benadryl.
Good shit, my love.
Kind of waited
Yeah.
a little bit.
What, no inflammation or anything?
Yeah,
Okay.
I have no clue.
Yeah, yeah.
All I did was leave and came back. So I'm looking to see if I see any bite or anything.
Right. Oh,
or
okay.
anything going on.
How's he? Good sit, my love. How's he reacting when you're touching all that?
He would cry.
Oh.
So I just didn't really manipulate it too much.
Okay. Ow. Okay.
And then,
Good, my love.
I took him upstairs and washed him just to make sure
So
there wasn't
beautiful.
anything attached to him.
Okay.
That might have still been
Yes, ma'am.
somewhere hiding.
Correct. You're doing everything right. Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
And then I went ahead and took him over to the Pearl. Animal
Okay, to the
hospital.
animal hospital. Oh
And
my
they x-rayed him
God.
and said that he had a broken tibia. And we're all going.
How?
So
I don't know what a good sit, my love. So the tibia, is that like the good
it's
down?
like
on-
our shin bone.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
And then
So
okay.
pretty good bone, and it's completely, completely.
I wonder how he managed to do that.
So the only
You don't have
thing we
any
could
ring
think is
footage
he
or
said-
anything?
no.
Cameras back
He
there?
said that
No.
the only thing that the vet thought was maybe he got tied up in the knees and probably kept pulling and pulling and
And
pulling
he's that strong?
until he snapped it himself.
May I tell you, we've never, like, and I'm going to be honest with you, yeah? So this is why, and listen, I'm just going to keep it real, yeah? So this is exactly why I'm downsizing. So, like, you got in at a good time, because had you contacted me, like, listen, like, for real, in 5 weeks, the likelihood of him being able to enroll me would have been so slim, because I'm downsizing because of this. Because listen, like, sometimes the dog just gets injured and you have nothing to do with it. And can you imagine if he would have been with me and I'm calling him like, I don't know how it happened. We did this that we do with every other dog. I mean, no offense, you seem like a wonderful lady, but, you know, it's hard not to catch feelings. Do you know what I mean? Because, you know, it's like, yeah, of course. So, but sometimes things...
I've never had a dog,
No.
a child, anyone break
You're
anything,
doing...
so
No.
I'm kind of going
Yeah, I know.
mind blown, like,
Yes,
What?
I know.
How?
I don't know.
There's nothing for him to get stuck under.
I can't imagine how it happened.
So,
No,
yeah,
no
they're
roots, no
all-
limbs or
No,
anything.
there's nothing back
See, the only thing I can imagine is that he managed to tie himself up. But you know how many dogs tie themselves up and don't, like, he must be so
And
strong.
we're like, so she's like, well,
And you didn't hear any crying or anything
Well,
out
I
there?
wasn't here. I was already gone.
Oh, I see.
So there's no one here.
I got it.
And but I got back, he was just kind of laying out there. That's why I said I opened the door and said, okay, come on in, come on, let's go. When he saw me at the door, and then he got up to come in.
Good kennel, my love. Okay, wow.
He wasn't whining, wasn't crying.
And then I also know a family who had a schnauzer. One day they came home and the schnauzer was dead. They took the schnauzer to get an autopsy, and it had like a really rare brain disorder, almost like an aneurysm. And like that dog had just left my place like maybe 5 months before, so it was going to happen. It could have happened while the dog was in my care, and it's just so scary. So what I'm saying is that I'm just going to be, so obviously he's going to be coming with me for training when he's cleared by the vet, but I'm just going to be downsizing because of that, because, like people, things happen. There are things that just happen out of your control, like this. Do you see what I mean? It's unfortunate. Man, he looks a lot like Hank. I promise it. Let me take a quick picture of him, please. For my Instagram, because he just looks so much like, if you're not already following me on Instagram, you should be. Hey, check this out. He looks like Hank. He's 3 months old and he broke his leg. Good sit, my love. He's so precious. Look, he looks like Hank. He's almost got he's got a big old head. Is he local? Is he from around here?
We've got him from Dallas.
Okay, wow. All right, awesome. Good. Okay, he's really big. I mean, listen, honestly, his paws are gigantic. He must be tremendously strong. Good sit. But yeah, so he must be really strong. Listen, things happen, okay? I can't tell you how many dogs are left in the same scenario as you've described to me.
So the many times it's gonna happen, this was it because he was young enough to
like he bounced back really fast.
He should be able to bounce back and he should be fully functional.
Oh, he's gonna be good. The only thing is, I'll be honest with you, I start training dogs at 5 weeks of age, and it is because of that they're so well behaved, because you can do a lot of prevention. He seems to be, okay, so let me give you an example in this situation. See right there? Now that became engagement, which is a reward, okay? So the right thing to do is just to take it like you did there, just to pick it up without saying what's that or anything, and making it exciting for him and moving it out of the way. Yeah? And then again, if he has those edibles, he's going to be good. I think he did go potty over there. I don't know that he went poop though. I don't know. Do you think he needs to go poop or?
He likes to wait. That's the thing
Does he?
about him. And
Okay.
sometimes I'm like, okay,
Okay. Good. Okay. So we do need to focus on, like I was saying with him, good. Handsome. Let me get him out of the way. Good. So we do need to focus on him. Good. Handsome. Good. Good, my love. Good. Oh my God. Okay. So we do good sit, my love. So he's not supposed to be putting too much weight on this.
No, but he doesn't seem to care anything.
No, he's very strong. See, this is the beautiful thing, is that he doesn't know there's anything wrong, really.
No. The first probably week, we could really tell he was hurt because he was really not wanting to move at all.
Okay.
So we know he's definitely healing up because he's almost wanting to eat. So
Okay, so how long has he been in the cast then?
2 weeks. This is his
Okay.
second week.
And then how long was the cast modified for his toe? Wow, he's really...
So we're supposed to be in it for 6 weeks.
Okay, so and then how long ago was it modified because of
We
the
just changed
toes?
it today.
Okay.
He just got the bandage changed today, so he gets the bandage changed every Wednesday.
And so he went to the vet today?
Correct.
Okay. And how does he do when you go to the vet? Is he very friendly with everybody?
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God, okay. He's got a wonderful temperament. I think you got an awesome dog. I think you got hit with the lottery. He's a beautiful dog.
I mean,
Good down, my love.
Before the leg injury, he would be out. So, and he wouldn't
Yeah, of
run
course.
around or anything like. So
Yeah.
when I would sit in my office to do work, I'd have him there with he has like
Okay.
this little toy. I don't know if you saw
Yes,
it.
ma'am.
Like that.
Okay, good.
So he'd take this little baby Jimmy
Okay. Oh my God.
with him into the office. This is why he's
Dang.
going out with you.
No, of course.
Because he wants to play with him all the time.
Yeah, and that's just not an option. Oh my God. That's not an option. You're doing perfect. I like that. I like what you're doing. Good. I would do everything that you're doing.
Put his thing back on.
Okay, good. Hey, buddy. I know you're a good sport with brother. You're a good sport with brother. You're very kind to him. You're very kind to him.
It's a good big brother.
You're very kind, because I know that must hurt. Okay. Wow.
The big brother's not out. He doesn't do a lot of jumping and running. It's just when he sees his brother, he wants to.
No, of course, and you're handling it perfectly. See, the only thing I would change here is I would just be chanting the word good the entire time.
Go in the house.
Good, good kennel.
Go in the house.
Good, good, good. So again, how I would change that is instead of saying go in the house and, you know, giving him a command, I would praise him because he has no choice. You're going to force it upon him. Do you see what I mean? So telling him to go into the house is almost implying that there's a choice to the dog. So I'm telling you the truth. With a chronic Corso, you're going to be much better off if like, let's say, everything, the physicality of what you did, I loved, was perfect, okay? That's how you have to be with a Corso. I tell you the truth. The only thing I would change is I would say the word good, good, good. I would chant the word good, good, good as you're taking him in. When you grab the kennel door, I would say, you know, good, good, good house or good kennel up, whatever you want to say. And as he starts to go in there, I would say good house or good kennel up, whatever you want to say. And when you close the door, I would say good house and good kennel up. So you're associating a word to this act. Okay. Do you see what I mean? Because if you're telling him, then he's just going to start to feel nagged and he's not going to want to eventually do it, especially with a Corso. Yes? Good down, my love. So again, it's just in how we're doing it. So let me show you guys a demonstration of what I meant. Good, good, go home. Good, go home. Handsome. Good, 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 good. Good, go home. Handsome. Good. Good, go home. So smart. Good, go home. Good, 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 good. Good, go home. Good, good, good. All right, perfect. So that's exactly how I would do that. You know, like I would say is maybe ask the vet, or if you're comfortable with it, let's do an elevated bed stay session where, you know, whenever you are sitting at your office, we can have him at your side and he doesn't always have to just be away from you. And we can even do things where I tell you the truth. We can already teach him to be okay with being on the bed even when brother is running loose. Mm-hmm. I promise you, we can do it.
When he does it, it takes him a while. Like he'll keep crying and crying and he just ignores him.
No, I know, but
and then eventually he's kind of like, okay, well, he's not gonna put me, so I'm just gonna stop. And then
right.
It's where he'll go and he'll lay down and do what he's supposed to.
But what the problem is that little while to get him there, he needs to understand the command.
Yeah.
So I'm just telling you, so is it a stress that I would put on the average puppy? It is not, madam. But guess what? He is not the average puppy. Let's believe that the universe is dictating that is what he needs, because it won't harm him. And you're teaching him, listen, he has no choice but to be tied up, but to be sedentary, yes? Yeah. So why not teach him something good? So listen, by the time he comes with me, he might have the best rock solid sit stays. We can even, when it's dry, teach him already to do a bed stay outside in your front yard. When it's dry, do you see what I mean? We make him go and lay on the bed, and while you and I talk about things, we enforce the bed stay. So these are the types of things that are going to benefit you tremendously before he comes and stays with me. In addition to him getting to know me, yes? All right, what a series of unfortunate events, but they all will become fortunate with the bridge of coincidence, yes? I really appreciate it. Thank you all so much for watching, especially since you stuck around until the very end. If you haven't already, please do subscribe and paw the bell so you'll be notified. Again, look good down, my love. Paw the bell so you'll be notified whenever we upload another video, and when I come back out here to do the elevated bed work with our beautiful Artemis. Bless you all. Good, 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 good.
So be angry, but sin not. Commune with your own heart upon your bed. But when they do it, they are intent in the doing it. If you are lukewarm, you're told in Scripture, I'll spew you out. Would that you're either hot or cold. But because that you are lukewarm, I will spew you out. You can't do anything if you're lukewarm. You must be intense about it. No matter what you want, but you must be intense about it.
Now let us go into the silence.